Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Juan, and today's gonna be day 21, officially the conclusion of week 3 of the challenge where I'm doing something hard every single day for an entire year. Today's challenge, my goal is to be able to teach you guys a certain topic, and today's topic, we're gonna be talking about fashion. More specifically, how to properly dress. I solemnly believe that in order to truly master a subject or to master a topic that you've been learning, it's to be able to teach it to other people. Once you do that, I feel like it's just barbecue chicken from there. But without further ado, you guys already know the drill. I'm a really blunt type of speaker, therefore if I say anything that might sound offensive or harmful, please let me know because that's the last thing I want to do. Alright, before I get to demonstrating, I just have a few set of rules that I want to explain to you guys before I actually get to showing you. I only have 5 rules for fashion. It's very simple. You don't have to overcomplicate it. The first rule, find out what you like. When it comes to fashion or just clothes overall, there's many styles you can go with. There's stuff called Gorpcore, which is mainly parachute pants, Arc'teryx fleece jackets, puffer jackets, mainly stuff that you would wear to go trekking or hiking. There's also old money, where people wear trousers with some nice loafers. They like to wear polos, collared sweatshirts. Another style that I like to wear sometimes is streetwear. A lot of the times you see people wearing Timbs, Jordans. You see them wearing some cool baggy denim, some nice graphic t-shirts. There are so many other styles as well. But obviously for the sake of your time, I want to be able to show you guys some of the fits that I wear to help you get started on your journey. And the second rule before I start demonstrating, once you find out what style or styles you like, there can be multiple, there's no problem with that. Start experimenting. There's so many things that you can experiment with when it comes to fashion. However, the 2 things that I prioritize in this video are gonna be proportions and colors. Proportions basically refers to how a piece of clothing fits you. Right now, I'm wearing a calm t-shirt. It's not too baggy, but it's not too tight either. Some people like their clothes to be really baggy on them. Some people like a much more tight fit. Find out what you like. And if you don't know what you like, a good place to start is to just go off of your body's physique. I'm a pretty skinny guy and I have a little bit of muscle on me, so lately I've actually been getting into more fitted garments. I used to wear super baggy stuff back then, but I just realized it's cool and all, but it doesn't really fit my body type, and even if it did, it's just not the type of look I'm going for. I like a more slim look with a little bit of bagginess to it. Not too much. You can even wear super baggy pants, super tight pants. However, if there's one pair of pants that I'm forever banning from this channel, it's gonna be cuffed cargos that are made out of polyester. If you're wearing cuffed cargos, I don't even want to talk about it because I'm about to get mad. Obviously, a polyester shirt like this, you know, for exercise, for the heat, that's cool. But for fashion, come on gang. But anyways, once you find your proportions down, the second thing, as I mentioned earlier, that you want to experiment with is colors. There's going to be many types of colors that you can experiment with. You're not going to know what to get. I was in the same boat as you as well. Back then, my wardrobe literally only used to be gray, black, and white. And it's still mainly composed of that, but I've started venturing off into trying more colors. If you're not sure about what colors to start off with, just start off with your favorite ones, the ones that you know you can rock well. And then from there, you can start adding different colored pieces to those outfits that you currently wear just to see what colors go with what. You can wear contrasted colors, red and green, blue and orange, black and white, whatever the hell you want. However, instead of me talking about it, let's start demonstrating. I'm gonna put on some fits for you guys and then we'll go from there. Okay, so right now I'm in my gym clothes. I really don't give a fuck about what the hell I wear to the gym, so don't worry about this, but this is what we're starting off with. Just a gray t-shirt, some gray shorts, my Tasmans, and my fucking white Nike socks. Not that it matters, but you kind of get where I'm going at when I say my closet is mainly composed of fucking gray, black, and white. Okay, so when it comes to what I actually have in my closet, I have a pretty good amount of clothes. As you guys can see, I have a ton of black, white, and gray. However, this time on this side, I've started venturing into other colors of clothing. You know, green, we have some orange and blue flannels. I really love these pieces. You can't go wrong with the plaid flannel shirts. Got some collared shirts right here as well. Little bit of jersey action going on. When it comes to my shoes, you know, you can't go wrong with the Timbs. Got some Rick Owens Doc Martens that I got about 2 years ago now. We have some black hats right there. Some CPFM Air Forces. Wales Bonner Sambas. We have some loafers, some Gucci slides right there. And then when it comes to the belts, you can't go wrong with a classic belt. I got an LV one that an old friend of mine gifted me back in the day. And then I have a Dior belt with an Arc'teryx beanie right there. When it comes to my pants, as I said, I have some parachute pants, track pants right here. You can't go wrong with some light joggers as well right here from Nike. Camo pants, black denim, gray denim, brown denim, selvage denim, light blue denim, and then we have some black and blue jorts right here as well. I have a few more pieces of clothing inside my other closet as well. However, I do need to get those tailored. And before I start, speaking of tailoring, one thing I forgot to mention when it comes to proportions, there's gonna be multiple cases, I've had this before, where you're gonna have pieces of clothing that you love the way they look, but it just doesn't fit you well. You are more than welcome to go to a tailor to adjust the sizing of the certain piece that you want. Yes, tailors can actually make clothes even baggier. However, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to go get a piece of that fabric that's on the piece you like, give it to the tailor, and they'll be able to put those two pieces together to make the clothes more baggy. And then when it comes to making it smaller, the tailor can do that super easily as well. Okay, so ignore my hat. It doesn't go along with the fit. Obviously, some fits are gonna require you to do your hair. Ultimately though, do whatever the fuck you want. It's your outfit, it makes you you. I'm gonna just start off with something simple. There's always gonna be people saying, oh, your fit's basic, your fit's simple. Always remember, there's a difference between basic and simple. My definition of simple is something like this. Just a little plaid collared shirt with some black denim and some loafers. You can't go wrong with it. It's calm, it's casual. You can wear it almost any day of the year. When I hear the word basic, I like to refer to really popular pieces that are being worn. Obviously, Adidas Sambas were very popular about 1 to 2 years ago. Mainly just stuff that everyone is wearing. But yeah, simple. Let me go ahead and try on another fit. Okay, so we're gonna keep the black denim on, because some of you might be asking, oh, what if it's too cold for me to wear a flannel? Or what if I just don't like the way the loafers look and I'm more of a Jordans type of guy? Well, lucky for you, you can try something like this. If it's too cold, California doesn't get too cold, so I don't really need a thick hoodie. I'm rocking a little thermal here, and I just switched up the loafers for some black cats that I have. But again, simple. Not too crazy. As I said, I'm pretty skinny, but I have pretty good genetics when it comes to my shoulders, my chest, and my back. Obviously, I like the way the thermal fits me. It's a small. I usually wear a medium, but I do like it because it does make my shoulders pop out just a little bit more. Let's keep going. Now, what if you're not worried about the winter anymore and you want to move on to some jort experimentation and lighter clothes for the spring and summer? Well, you can certainly try this. This is a calm fit that I wore over the summer last year when my friends put up. It's just a white t-shirt, a cool little watch that my dad gave me, my chain, some baggy black jorts, and my CPFM Air Force Ones. And yes, your sock color does matter. Wear white socks. Do not wear black socks if you're wearing this type of fit. This is a calm fit that most people can appreciate. And if you haven't noticed by now, most of my fits are calm. I'm not the type of person to go all out on my fits, wearing layers over layers, but that doesn't mean you can't do it either. If you want to experiment with layers, if you want to experiment with adding more jewelry into your outfits, go right ahead. See what you like. My best friend Mo has a little chain that he wears on the side of his pants. It looks great on him. I'm not all about that jewelry. I'm a little bit more simple when it comes to it. I don't like putting on too much. But here and there, I will do layers. Here and there, I will put on jewelry. Now, some people might say, oh, that's a little bit too basic for me. I think you can have a different type of shirt. Thankfully, I do have a different type of shirt. And it's this shirt right here. I also have pretty good shoes that go along with the shirt. The Wales Bonner Sambas. The jersey, well, it goes great with the outfit. Like I said, mess around with accessories. Find out what designs you like, if you like any designs. I got the Metas on right now just for show. I know I look good, and I rock this shit everywhere I fucking go. This is probably gonna be one of my favorite fits to wear this summer. If I want, I can also wear the jersey and the shoes with these jorts and pants. But then some people might say, oh, what if I don't want black or white? What if I want to experiment with shades such as gray? Then fucking do it. If you want to do it, do it. I'm wearing gray on gray right now with some Timbs. Perfectly fine. There's nothing crazy. It's calm, and I'm pretty sure most people can appreciate it. You don't even have to wear a gray thermal. You can wear a thick gray jacket. You can wear a regular gray hoodie. I don't even have to wear this hat either. I can wear my Arc'teryx beanie. And guess what? The fit is still tough. Don't think too much into it. If you see a vision, try it out. And if you don't like it, you can experiment. Try new pants, try a new shirt, try different shoes, maybe the top. Maybe you need more accessories. Maybe you need less accessories. Just have patience with yourself and figure it out. It's no big deal. It's just clothes at the end of the day. Remember to be grateful that you have an opportunity to stress about what clothes you get to wear. There's motherfuckers on earth walking around naked right now because they don't have fucking clothes. Be grateful. Let's say you don't want to do gray on gray. You want to do a different color. Then you can wear a hoodie or a shirt or a thermal. You can wear white, black, gray, anything to match the Timbs. You can wear light brown, dark brown, maybe not dark brown, whatever the fuck you want. I've seen people walking outside with the craziest color combinations, and that shit has been the toughest fit I've seen all fucking week. And yes, your skin tone does play a factor in how good your fit looks. Oh, but now what if I'm tired of black, white, gray? Let's throw on some green. I don't really have too many clothes yet that go along with these camouflage pants. However, I can wear black with camo with some Timbs. And if I want to emphasize the color of the Timbs a little bit more, I can wear my watch that has a little bit of orange highlights on it. Nothing crazy, but then again, if you have other pieces of clothing that you think might go along with the pants, maybe you can try different shoes. I can have some black hats on instead. There's nothing wrong with that. And also, there's a lot of people who don't like sandwich fits. The sandwich fit is, think of a real life sandwich. You know, you have a piece of bread, ham, and then another piece of bread. In reference to fashion, a black shirt, a camo shirt, and then black hats. There's nothing wrong with the sandwich fit. You're perfectly fine. It's your outfit. Remember that. You're not only the one wearing the outfit, you're actually wearing the outfit. Wear that shit. Make it look good. And this leads me to my third rule. Be confident, because not only are you the one wearing the outfit, remember that the outfit starts with you. You are the fit. I've seen people who have had such nice clothing items on them, and yet they still walk around looking like a bum-ass motherfucker. You want to know what really made them stand out? They kept looking down. They looked all tensed up. They didn't look confident in what they were wearing. It looks like they were wearing the certain piece of clothing, and by the way, it was just a knitted Dior sweater, for the validation of other people, not because they truly liked it. Oh, I got a $1,000 Dior knitted sweater. Yeah, I still can't fucking dress to save my mother's fucking... And on the other hand, I went to a car show with my boys Jabari, Luis, and Mo. And I know Jabari and Mo, you remember this moment. I seen a dude wearing a David Beckham jersey. And it wasn't a regular short jersey. It was a long sleeve David Beckham jersey with some khaki colored trousers and loafers. He was wearing a David Beckham jersey. I'm gonna repeat it again. With khaki colored trousers and loafers. I kept looking and I was like, wait, hold on. This motherfucker got it on. He's walking around like he knows what the hell he's doing. And you know what? Even if I don't like the fit starts with him, because ultimately he's the outfit and he's wearing that shit like it's meant to be made for him. That shit was fucking crazy. That was a nice ass fit. Let's try on a few more outfits. I'll put on 4 more outfits for you guys. But let's try out the color brown. It's a bit more of a particular color. However, you can always make it work. Actually, another rule that I can add into this video is when it comes to making your outfit, you want to start off with the piece that you want to stand out the most. This is called the statement piece. For example, if you have Louis Vuitton Timberlands, yes, that is my dream shoe, and you want to wear them, wear some cool jorts, wear some calm black, brown, blue jorts, whatever the hell you want, and then wear a t-shirt. The shirt and the jorts can be calm. Then everyone, when they're checking out your outfit, they're gonna be like, oh, that piece is much more brighter than the other ones. I wonder what it is. Oh, LV Timbs. If you have Balenciaga pants that you want to show off, or Acne Studios pants, those brands have some of the toughest pants I've ever seen. Wear a calm shirt and calm shoes, so then you can show off the pants. Ultimately, what I'm trying to get at is your statement piece wants to be the piece that stands out the most. If you need that to stand out the most, you also don't want to wear other pieces of clothing that stand out as well. You want to have the other pieces of clothing be calm, while the pants or the shirt or the shoes or the hat remains the one standing out the most, so that people are like, oh, that piece stands out. What is that? Well, let's get to trying on the new fits. All right, now this is probably a top 3 fit that I've ever put on. I made this up myself. A little white shirt just so the outfit's not all one color. And then just my backwards hat. I love the way this fit feels. I love the way it looks. You can also button up the flannel as well in case you don't want to show off too much color. But then, what if you like this concept, but you just don't think the colors are exactly your type? Thankfully, you can experiment. Once you get to a point in fashion where you have all of the basic pieces that can act as a foundation for your fit, then you can start getting more specific with the colors. You like brown, but you don't like too much brown, then you can do a little bit of brown, blue, and orange. This is my favorite fit that I've ever worn in my life. This flannel is probably my favorite piece in my closet as well. But you know, we got some raw selvage denim right here. Same thing with the Timbs, and we just have a little bit of a different colored flannel. I can leave the flannel unbuttoned to show off the shirt as well, so that the fit isn't just dark colors. I can have a little bit of brightness in here too. Okay, 2 more fits. It's getting hot as fuck. All right, this is also a top 3 fit for me. As you can see, I have a fleece jacket right here. It's pretty thick, it's for the winter. Same thing, white shirt, back with the black denim, But this time, instead of Tim's, we got my favorite boots in my collection, my Doc Marten Rick Owens. I like to usually wear my beanie with it. I don't even have to leave it zipped down. Zipped up is also better in case I want to rock with the all black. It's honestly a calm fit. You can't go wrong with black on black either. Or if I don't want the jacket and it's a regular calm day in the spring, February, March, where it's still a little cold, but not too hot either, I can take off the jacket and guess what? I have a completely cool fit. I can do a hat. And guess what? The fit still looks just as good. But now let me throw on one more fit for y'all. I'm gonna experiment a little bit with layering. Okay, so same thing. I have the jeans, I have the boots, I have the hat. The only thing is I'm layering a little bit. I have a black hoodie, and over that black hoodie, I have this really nice leather jacket that has a little bit of cow print on the sides. I love this outfit. It's a perfect example of layering. You can even layer more if you want. Holy shit. Now that I've shown you guys a good amount of fits, obviously you guys have seen what I like. I experimented a little bit with color schemes as well. So this should be enough to get you guys started on your fashion journey. However, I do have 2 more rules and they're very simple. Rule number 4. Comfy isn't always a bad thing. I used to be the type of person who always said anything for fashion. But no, fashion isn't that serious to the point where you have to sacrifice your comfort. If you're sacrificing your comfort for fashion, are you really doing fashion for yourself, or are you doing it because you want other people to think that you look good? But look, I have the Nike sweatpants on, I have my UGG Tasmans and my hoodie and a little Arc'teryx beanie, and I still look good. It's a simple, calm outfit that doesn't have too much or too little in it. I usually wear this fit whenever I wake up and I'm like, I don't feel like dressing today. Today, I'm just gonna be comfy and still put that shit on somehow. And this final point is gonna lead me to my 5th and final rule. Technically my 6th because of the other rule I added in earlier. But finally, just be you. If you don't care about what the hell you're wearing, if you wanna wear green on red, on blue, go a fucking head. Look like Pennywise, bro. As long as you feel good doing it, well then you feeling good is gonna make you more confident. The more confident you are, the better the fit's gonna look on you, considering how confident you are from feeling good. It all starts with you. Ain't nothing wrong with waking up and saying, you know what, I'm gonna just wear my PJs to school today with a little wife beater. It doesn't matter, bro. You're the outfit at the end of the day. You're handsome, you're gorgeous. Do you, and make sure no one puts you down for it. If someone has something to say about what the hell you're wearing, who does that say more about? Them or you? It's them, motherfucker. I'm not giving you a chance to respond. You should know this. Most importantly, relax. Like I said, it's clothes. Be grateful that you have clothes to wear in the first place. If you have extra clothes you don't need, donate it. There's another family that could use it. And finally, an extra tip. Every man should have a suit in their wardrobe. You never know when you're gonna need to go to a very formal event that requires you to wear a suit. You can experiment with different suit colors as well. The same rules for regular clothes apply to suits as well. I think a suit is absolutely a necessity to have in your wardrobe. But there you have it. Those are the 5 rules that you need to consider when going into fashion. Number 1, find out what style or styles you like. Number 2, experiment, jewelries, colors, proportions, layering. Number 3, be confident. I don't care if you have an LV crew neck on. You can still look like a bum-ass motherfucker if you're not confident in yourself. Number 4, comfy isn't always a bad thing. It's okay to wake up and say, yes, I want to wear PJs to school today. I want to go to work in PJs, although you probably fucking shouldn't. Number 5, just be you. It's your clothes. They're what make you you at the end of the day. And you are what makes the clothes shine. Other than that, I appreciate y'all watching. Y'all have a good day. God bless y'all, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.